computer down a little so that we can see your face?
You.
Perfect. That's much better.
Oh, you talking about my grandma, my mother.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm all here.
Who is Mr. Sidney?
It's me.
Okay, Mr. Sidney, and the gentleman to your right.
It's Mr. Leonard.
State
Mr.
your
Leonard.
full name, sir.
Okay.
Edward, James Edward Leonard.
Okay, and ma'am, if you'd state your name, please.
I'm Gloria Stevens Jones.
All right, if I could get each of you to raise your right hands, please.
Tamiko, you also.
Okay, do you and each of you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this call should be the truth, so help you God?
I do.
I do.
Okay,
Yes.
go right ahead, Ms. Thorne.
Okay, Tamiko, can you please state your full name for the judge?
Yes, Tamiko J. Sidney.
And we are here for a determination of heirship for your father, is that right?
That's correct.
I have prepared a proof of death and other facts for you, which we have filed with the court. Have you had a chance to review that document?
Yes, ma'am, I have.
And to the best of your knowledge, are the facts stated therein true and correct?
That is correct.
Just to briefly go over the assets, we have down that there is one bank account, one piece of real property, and 2 vehicles. Is that right?
That is correct.
Do you know of any other property besides that?
No, ma'am.
And I have down that the bank account is worth $2,600 roughly, to the best of your
Roughly.
knowledge.
Yes, roughly.
Okay, perfect. Mr. Hines, or I'll pass the witness.
Any questions, Mr. Hines?
No, sir, I don't have any questions.
Read your report. Go right ahead, Ms. Thorne.
Okay. Next, Gloria, have you had a chance to review the statement of facts
Yes.
that I filed for you? And to the best of your knowledge, are the facts stated therein true and correct?
Yes.
And we had talked about there being a mistake with his address at one point, but that he resided on Flamingo Lane at the time of his death. Is that correct?
Correct.
Perfect. I pass the witness, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I don't have any questions for her either.
Thank you. Go right ahead.
Okay, Mr. Leonard,
Yes, ma'am.
have you had a chance to review the statement of facts that I filed for you on your behalf?
Yes, I have.
And to the best of your knowledge, are the facts stated therein true and correct?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Perfect. I pass the witness.
Your Honor, I spoke to all the witnesses and the applicant, and like I said, everything's contained in my report, and I don't have any issue with the airship. So,
Very good. All right. Anything further, Ms. Thorne?
No, Your Honor. We just ask that you determine a bond amount for us and appoint Tamiko Sidney as the dependent administrator.
Okay, I'll determine the bond once I've received the notarized proofs and statements of fact.
Perfect.
And Ms. Thorne, are you going to be handling the Silkwood estate this morning?
The Silkwood? I don't believe so. I hope not. But if I am, then I'll stay on.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't think so.
All right. Well, y'all have a wonderful week, and we'll get everything taken care of once I've received the completed documents. Y'all have a wonderful day,
thank you,
too.
Judge.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Your Honor.
Thank you. Have a great day.
And Mr. Broussard.
Why her name's not changed in AS4?
Jump off.
Okay.
All right, I see Linda. Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
Clay, looks like you're connected to the audio.
Gary Lee.
Hey, guys, can y'all hear me?
Clay, can you hear us?
I can hear you now. I'm sorry, I had the volume low and was having a hard time hooking it up. Can you hear me?
Yes, Ms. Ganeri, can you hear us, Ms. Ganeri?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes. All right, if I can get you and Clay to raise your right hands, please. Do you and each of you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this call shall be the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right. I'm gonna hold up what purports to be the last will and testament of Miss Silkwood. Do y'all recognize this as being her will?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And I'm gonna go back to the signature page and ask you if you recognize that as being her signature.
Yes, sir.
I do.
And after the date she made this will on November 19th of 2013, did she ever revoke it or amend it?
No, sir, not that I'm aware of.
No.
Okay, go right ahead, Mr. Broussard.
Okay, thank you for that. Judge, or actually Clay and Carrie, do each of you have with you in front of you the proof of death and other facts that we prepared for this estate?
Yes.
Do.
All right. And have you had the opportunity to review the statements contained in that affidavit? And are they correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
All right. Judge, that's all the testimony I have. And I believe that each of them has a notary standing by to notarize their signatures on that affidavit.
All right, y'all go ahead and sign your proofs and let me know when they're notarized. You have notaries present with you?
I don't. Mine's at the bank at the high school.
Oh,
So I was going to sign it. I was going to go
that's all right.
downstairs after this and notarize it in front of her at the bank.
That'll be fine. So here's what I'm gonna do. You will sign your proofs before notary as well as your oath. Return those to Mr. Broussard. He'll e-file those with the county clerk. Once he does that, I'll sign the order admitting the will to probate and authorizing the county clerk to issue letter of testamentary. Mr. Broussard will be able to get those letters for you. And that's what you're going to use to show your authority to act on behalf of the estate and dealing with real estate title companies and financial institutions and so forth. So I hope everything goes well. Y'all let us know if you need anything or if there's any way we can help. I hope y'all have a wonderful week.
Thank you. You too.
Very good, Judge. We'll get those to you this morning. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Bye now.
Bye.
Sure which one is going first.
Okay. Yeah, I'll start with me, Boudreaux, Burrow, and Buckles.
Here's some.
There we go.
Okay, good morning, Mr. McCall.
Morning, Judge.
Okay, you have Boudreaux, Burrow, and Buckles. Who are we starting with?
We're gonna start with Burrow.
Burrow. All right, Ms. Burrow, if I could get you to raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this call should be the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Burrow, I'm gonna hold up what purports to be the last will and testament of Mr. Walter Eugene Burrow. Do you recognize that as being his will?
Yes, sir.
And I'm gonna go back to the signature page and ask you if you recognize that as being his signature on that document.
Yes. Yes, I do.
And after the date he made this will on September 13th of 2012, did he ever revoke it or amend it?
No.
Okay, go right ahead, Mr. McCall.
Thank you, Judge. We've had an
Yes.
opportunity to review this document, this proof of death and other facts, is that correct?
Yes.
And all of that information is true and correct, isn't it?
Yes.
I'll get you go ahead and sign that for me. Right here, just look at this type. Here. And then we're gonna sign, this is your oath to faithfully perform your duties as an executor.
Technology, wonderful.
Okay, Judge, we're good.
All right, Mrs. Burrow, I've signed the order admitting Mr. Burrow's will to probate and authorizing the county clerk to issue letters testamentary that will give you authority to act on behalf of the estate. Mr. McCall will guide you through the process and assist you in preparing an inventory. So make sure that you get him a listing of all the assets of the estate because he has 90 days from today's date to file that inventory, okay? I hope
Thank you,
you
Judge.
let us know if we can help. And who are you going to bring in next, Mr. McCall?
Boudreaux. I got a quick question when we get through, Judge. I want to talk to you about, so remember.
I want to forget.
Yeah, but you gotta sign what you want.
Yeah, you can come out here.
Okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Right here in this gray area. You're going to sign. Wherever you like.
I'll work on that will as soon as I can. I'll get back with you, okay? This is Sharon Buffington on Boudreaux, Your Honor.
Okay, so did Mr. Buffington precede Mrs. Buffington in death?
Yeah, yes, Your Honor. I've got a death certificate. I didn't know if I needed it. I didn't file that, but I've got it right here in my hand. I can file that if I need to.
Yeah, go ahead and file that, please.
I will. I'll scan it and file it.
All right. Excuse me, Mr. Boudreaux preceded Mrs. Boudreaux in death.
Right.
Okay, so Ms. Buffington, if I could get you to raise your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this call should be the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay, Ms. Buffington, I'm gonna hold up what purports to be the last will and testament of Elizabeth Boudreaux. Do you recognize this as being her will?
Yes, sir.
And I'm gonna go back to the signature page. Ask you if you recognize that as being her signature on that document.
Yes, sir.
And after the date she made this will on July 29th of 2010, did she ever revoke it or amend it?
No, sir.
Okay, go right ahead, Mr. McCall.
Thank you, Judge. We had an opportunity to review this proof of death and other facts before you came in today. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And all this information is true and correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I'm gonna give you, let you go. Go ahead and sign there, just like it's typed there. I'm gonna sign your oath as well. Right here, just like it's typed. Okay, we're good, Your Honor.
Ms. Buffington, I have signed the order admitting your mother's will to probate and authorizing the county clerk to issue letters testamentary. Mr. McCall will get those for you once he's e-filed your proof with the county clerk. Those letters are what you're going to use to show your authority to act on behalf of the estate if you need to deal with the real estate title companies or financial institutions, insurance companies, whatever the case may be. Please make sure that you cooperate with Mr. McCall in getting him a listing of the assets of your mother's estate because he has 90 days from today within which to file an inventory with the court, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I hope everything goes well. Y'all know, let us know if you need anything. And Ms. Buffington, Mr. McCall has one more hearing, so he'll see you out and talk with you about the rest of the process.
Thank you, Judge.
Take care.
What is that making that noise? Oh, no, that's not. Okay, Judge, we're ready on buckles, Your Honor.
Ms. Buckles, if I can get you to raise your right hand, please. You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this cause should be the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ms. Buckholz, I'm gonna hold up what purports to be the last will and testament of Frank Frederick Buckholz. Do you recognize this as being his will?
Yes, sir. Mhm.
And I'm going to go to the last page, which is the signature page, and ask you if you recognize that as being his signature on that document.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And after the date he made this will on July 2nd of 2014, did he ever revoke it or amend it?
No, no.
Go right ahead, Mr. McCall.
Ms. Buckles, we had an opportunity to review this proof of death and other facts before you came in today.
Mhm.
And is all this information true and correct?
Yes.
Okay, let me just go ahead and sign this. It's like it's typed here. Deborah Ann Buckles. Get it in there.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we're also gonna get you to sign your oath of office. Okay. Her do her own thing. Good, Your Honor.
All righty. All right, Mrs. Buckles, I've signed the order admitting the will to probate and authorizing the county clerk to issue letters testamentary. Mr. McCall will get you those letters. It'll give you authority to act on behalf of the estate. Please make sure that you cooperate with him in getting him a listing of the assets of the estate so that he can prepare an inventory that has to be filed with the court within 90 days, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, I hope. Yes,
I got
sir.
a quick question for you. I'm gonna let her out, and I got a quick question for you, if that's okay, Judge.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. I'll be right with you.
Mr. Townsend.
Hey, Judge, I had a thought about Ray. And it's hard to know what he means to our community.
Mr. McCall, let me stop you. You know we're live on YouTube, right?
No.
Yeah, the Office of Court Administration requires us to webcast these on YouTube Live. So do you need to talk to me in private or?
Probably.
Okay, why don't you give me a call? I should be finished by 10:45 with my contested hearing.
Okay, Judge, I appreciate that.
Here at the office.
Okay, learn something new every day.
Take care.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning, Mr. Townsend. Give me 1 minute.
Okay.
The email.
Okay, Mr. Sheriff, if I could get you to raise your right hand, please, sir. There are affirmed the testimony you're about to give in this call should be the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Okay, Mr. Sheriff, I'll pick up what will and testament of Ms. Paula Sher. Do you recognize this as being her will?
Yes.
And I'm going to go to signature page and ask you if you recognize that as being her signature on that document.
Yes.
And after the date that she made this will on November 18th of 2010, did she revoke it or amend it?
Yes.
Did she revoke it or amend it? He asked if she revoked it or amended it.
No.
Okay, go right ahead.
Okay. Mr. Sher, I have in front of you the proof of death and other facts that you've had a chance to review this.
Yes, I did.
And everything in there is true and correct?
Correct.
And you're asking to be appointed the executor of your wife's estate?
Yes.
And in front of you, you've read this oath that I have in front of you, and you agree to be bound by the oath if you're appointed the executor?
Yes.
No further proof, Your Honor.
Okay, do you have a notary available there?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Let me know when it's proof and it's oath notarized. Have you moved into your new offices, Mr. Townsend?
We have, which may account for the echo. We don't have anything on the walls yet, but we are over here.
I saw a lot of trucks and other vehicles out there this weekend and wondered.
Yeah, I think that they may have been working on next door as well. But yeah, we've been in here for a few weeks now.
Oh.
They're still working on it though. They have been signed and notarized, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Sher, I've signed the order admitting your wife's will to probate and authorizing the county clerk to issue letters testamentary. They'll give you authority to act on behalf of the estate. Mr. Townsend will guide you through the process and work with you to prepare an inventory that has to be filed with the court within 90 days of today. So if you'll cooperate with him in getting that done, I'd appreciate it. And I hope everything goes well.
Thank
No-
you. Thank you.
Hey, Mr. Quigley on
There's two, but it's the same applicant.
one of them is so. Doors first, I guess. Look at that. They were filed at the same time.
Yes.
So I don't know what's the date of death on
Ours is on
Rena?
the, Brenna was 1/3/21.
Date of death?
Yes.
Okay, so Doris is the older one. She passed October of 2020.
They're both James. He's for both. Are we doing Jonathan's spot?
Do what?
He's on the second one.
Okay, so wait,
He's on, yeah.
Jonathan Scott is an ad litem on the Stone case.
Good morning, Mr. Quigley.
Good morning, Judge. How are you?
Good, good. Do you have James Stone with you?
No, he's with the witnesses.
James, and you really don't have to do that. You really don't. At all.
That's Mr. Stone.
James Stone. Okay, Mr. Stone, if you'll raise your right hand, please.
Yes, sir.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this call shall be the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay, could you turn that iPad sideways? Maybe it'll get a little bit wider.
How's that?
That's better.
Is that better?
That is much better. Okay, Mr. Stone, I'm gonna hold up what purports to be the last will and testament of Doris Faye Manning. Do you recognize this as being her will?
I do.
I'm going to go to the signature page. Ask you if you recognize her signature on that document.
Yes, sir.
And after the date she made this will on March 17th of 1995, did she ever revoke it or amend it?
No, sir.
Okay,
Not to the
right.
best of my knowledge.
Mr. Quigley.
Mr. Stone, I sent you a document called Proof of Death and Other Facts, and I believe you've read that. Is everything in that testimony true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir, it is.
Very well. That's all we have, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll wait for you to get this. All right, now, Mr. Stone, you'll remain on your oath. Is Marky Johnson and Catherine Mazzoni there?
Nice lady standing right here.
Okay, I can't see them all.
Here.
Right hands, please. Do you and each of you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in the cause here under consideration shall be the truth, so help you God?
I do. Yes, I do.
Okay, go right ahead, Mr. Quigley.
Mr. Stone, again, I know you have your testimony called Proof of Death and Other Facts. And have you examined that, and do you believe everything in that testimony is true and correct?
Yes, sir.
And Ms. Johnson, I sent you testimony of a witness on facts of airship. I understand you've reviewed that and you believe everything in there is true and correct. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And Ms. Mazzone, have you also read your testimony, and do you also believe everything in it is true to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Very well. That's all we have, Your Honor.
All right, if you will get those proofs. Did you ask Mr. Stone if he had read the proof of death and other facts in this case?
I did.
Okay. Did you have any questions, Mr. Frederick?
No, Judge, I submitted my report, and I believe that the airship as determined in the application is correct.
I've read your report and take notice of it. Thank y'all for your time. I hope y'all have a great week, and let us know if you need anything.
Thank you,
Thank
Judge.
you, Judge.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Reynolds?
Okay, if you get his number.
Good morning, Mr. Reynolds.
Morning, Judge.
Okay, I'm barely hearing you. How's your volume adjusted?
I don't know. I tried to adjust it, but I'll just
Okay,
get up.
I can hear you when you get closer.
Okay.
All right. Okay, that is not the Miss that used to work at Provost Humphrey, is it?
No, that was my sister-in-law.
Ah. All righty. If I could get you to raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this call shall be the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Okay, Miss Self, I'm gonna hold up what purports to be the last will and testament of Billy White Jones. Do you recognize this as being her will?
Yes.
And I'm going to go to the signature page and ask you if you recognize that signature on that document.
Yes.
And after the date this will was made on May 7th of 2014, was it ever revoked or amended?
No.
Okay, go right ahead, Mr. Reynolds.
Yes, Judge, this is number 124712, the estate of Billy White Jones.
I can't hear you, Mr. Reynolds.
Okay, this is the estate of Billy White Jones, also known as Billie Jean Jones. And I will have Miss Nancy Lou Self. Miss Self, could you state your name?
Nancy Russell.
Judge, I'd ask the court to take note of the file, the death certificate, and the citation, return of citation, and note that she's also identified the will.
So noted.
Ms. Self, I want to present to you this proof of death and other facts. Have you previously read over this, and is everything contained therein true and correct? Okay, and Judge, I'm going to have her sign the proof in front of Ms. Doyle, okay?
Sounds great. Thank you.
And Nancy, also, we have the oath of the executrix. I'm going to ask her to sign the oath. Have you read over this? And she's going to sign it in front of Ms. Doyle, Judge.
Sounds great.
Okay. Nancy, are you asking the court to admit your mother's will and appoint you as executors of the estate and issue letters testamentary? I'll pass the witness, Judge.
All right, let me know when Shirley's finished notarizing.
And we've got them both signed. And the
Very good. All right, Ms. Self, I have signed the order admitting Ms. Jones' will to probate and authorizing the county clerk to issue letters testamentary. So Mr. Reynolds will e-file those with the county clerk. Once he does so, he'll be able to get those letters for you. That'll give you authority to act on behalf of the estate. Please make sure that you cooperate with him in getting him a listing of the assets of your mother's estate, because he has 90 days from today's date to file an inventory with the court, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, hope everything goes well. Y'all let us know if you need anything. Y'all have a great week.
thank you, Judge.
Take care.